Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Moon Whisper Gaming's Hearthstone Arena Runs, where I try to become the Arena Champion! Do I succeed or do I fail? Let's find out. Right. For those of you who haven't played Hearthstone, Hearthstone is currently in open beta. It's a Blizzard game, and it goes along the lines of World of Warcraft. Now, we can either play the Warlock, the Rogue, or the Druid. I will be honest, I like the Druid the most, mainly because of its passive power. I'm quite common with it, so we'll go with Druid. Right. Now, here... Right. Nourish is a good card draw card. Master Swordsman... Do you know what? I think we're actually going Master Swordsman, because, to be honest, Druids are very minion heavy, and that does sometimes allow a 2-for-1 trade, or allows you a trade which it shouldn't normally take, so we'll try that one. I'm not very good at this game, by the way, so yeah, let's see if it's going to succeed or fail, but let's find out. Right, I know the Druid has a lot of spells, but as you can see, we don't actually have any spells. For those that don't know, the arena runs are essentially, it's like a draft tournament, where you have a selection of a few cards, you make a 30-card deck, and you try your luck. I could do Power of the Wild. Yeah, we'll go with Power of the Wild. It's either a 3-2 minion, or gives us 1-1, so it has a little bit of vitality. Here we're going to take Wrath. Wrath mainly because it gives us early board game control, can allow us to draw a card, so 1-for-1 trade, not bad. Right, now, we don't have any endgame punch yet, and this does trade for a lot of cards, so we're going to take this. Normally I take the Worgen Infiltrator, but for this we're going to take Starfire. Here... we don't really have much of a choice. We're going to take... I don't actually got anything for the early game. Now we'll take the Reckless Rocketeer, mainly because the Dalaran Mange used to be a 2-4, reasonably good card for 3 mana, but since it became a 1-4, it doesn't really do that much. Yes, spell damage kind of handy, but not worth it. Taunt 1-2, it will block one attack, and it's not worth it. If you top deck it, it just ruins it. But then the Reckless Rocketeer, if you top deck that, it can trade. So that's something we're looking for here. Right, here we've got a rare. Now, the Ancient Law is... I'll allow us to draw a card or restore 5, so that's got a bit of versatility to it. This will essentially gives us a 6-6 for 6 mana, which, to be honest, isn't worth it. We're going to take the Ancient of Law here. The Molten Giant could be handy, but it's just an 8-8. This gives us something else, so we're going to take the Ancient of Law. Okay. Here we're going to take the Keeper of the Grove. It's not really much of a choice. Secret Keeper can be good if you have a secret deck, but again, that's in normal mode, not the arena. Likelihood of secrets are very rare. Savagery, why you would take this, I don't know. Yes, it allows you to kill 2 minions, but Keeper of the Grove. Right, here... Right, Savage Roar is kind of pointless. Mainly because if you use Savage Roar, you're already winning anyway. So, yeah. The Wind Fury Harpy is a good card, but again, 50-50. We're going to take the Fairy Dragon here because we need, yeah, we need a little bit more on the early side, so we'll take that for now. Again, we're going to take a Wrath because it's early game control. Wolf Rider is handy, it's good for a trade. This is useless for us because we have 0 weapons, so we're going to take a Wrath. Right, now I'm getting a bit too heavy on 2s, so we're not going to take any more 2s. Here is the Emperor Cobra. This is gimmicky. It's only good if you have like an entire deck made of 5, 6, or 7s. Or 7+. Mana Wraith, again, gimmicky. It could set your enemy back a turn, but not really much worth it. The Emperor Cobra, though, can trade for pretty much anything. It's an amazing card. Right, now... I've started to like this card. It does have synergy with a lot of the Druid abilities, like giving it +4 attack, allows it to trade, giving it Taunt, allows it again. The Acolyte of Pain, again, there's a lot of synergy. We haven't got that much card draw, so I'll take the Acolyte of Pain. Not many people do. I still like it as a card. Alright, here, again, we're heavy on the 2s. I would like to take the Dire Wolf Alpha, but not really worth it. This is generally a good sort of 2-for-1 trade, because it can kill like the early minions, as you can see there. Leopardmoon's a good 1-drop, but we're going to take the Storm Knight for this. Alright, seeing as we're very creature heavy, we're going to take this guy because of his battle cry. If you have 2 minions on the field, 5 mana for a 6/6, not bad. It's a 3/4 essentially, but the 1/1 can be killed off by pretty much everyone's hero's abilities, so it's not worth it. Savage Roar, you heard my comments on that, so Crossbow Warlord. Right, so Wind Fury Harpy, Voodoo Doctor, it's not a very good card. Generally if you're going to play that or top deck it, it's not going to be worth it. The Wind Fury Harpy could be our pick here. Wild Groove can be handy, but we're not going to. Let's take the Wind Fury. Right, here. Okay. Now, Loot Hoarder is good for a card draw, but we have 0 taunt in our deck. So the Senjin Shield Master is an amazing 4-mana drop card. Iron Forge Rifleman, deal 1 damage. It's okay, but we're going to take the Senjin Shield Master. Right, we've already got 2 Rafts, we don't want any more. That card, in my opinion, is only good in a beast deck, or if you have a lot of buffs to give it an attack power or taunt or something, because it has a high health for its mana, but I'd rather have a Chillwind Yeti, which is a 4/5 mana. So instead we're going to take a Loot Hoarder. Okay. Here we're going to take the Blue Gale Water. Moonfire's not that good unless you have a lot of spell damage, because then it's 0 mana for like 4 or 5 damage if you have a lot of spell power. Goldshire Footman, no. I just like it as a card, it's not worth it. But the Blue Gale Warrior can trade, so we're going to take that. Right, this isn't a choice for me. Dire Wolf Alpha can be handy. The Jungle Panther for 3 mana, a 4/2 with stealth, it can't be hit, it's amazing. Wild Growth, it can give you a bit of mana gain, but it's not very handy. I'm recording. Yeah, just ignore the random giggles in the background. We will put the GIF of it in the description below. Oh, it's not a GIF, it's an image, guys.
Images?
Okay.
Oh, Wolverine is the best Disney princess.
Okay, so in the description below will be an image of Wolverine being the best there. I can't even speak. Yeah, so we'll put that in the description below just so you can understand what they're giggling for. Right, anyway, back to the deck. We're going to take Druid of Claw. Main reason is it's 5 mana for a 4/4 with charge or a 4/6 with taunt. Amazing card. Handy spell power, but we've got too many 2s. Naturalize, I don't like it. It can be handy, but no, we're taking Druid of the Claw. Heal. Right, we've got a few spells. So, Violet Teachers, but the Angry Chicken. It's a very gimmicky card. If we get a defensive buff in this deck, it would be very handy. But no, we're going to take the Violet Teacher because we have had none so far. Right, Healing Touch, no point. These 2 cards here are, in my opinion, the best 3 drops in the game. That can heal sort of some of your bigger creatures, so it can allow for like 2/1, 3/1 trades. And this, well, Divine Shield isn't amazing, so we're going to take that, the Divine Shield, which is Scarlet Crusader. Right, we don't have a lot of taunt in it. Well, actually, we have a little bit of taunt, but we don't have a lot. Our frees are looking okay. Darkscale Healer, not very good, in my opinion. It's okay, but it's only good if you trade, then use it, just to heal your minions back up. Fen Creeper, but usually most of the time they'll have a big AoE anyway that negates it. Fen Creeper, very strong taunt, hard to get out of unless you have some sort of CC. Raging Morgan, we'll take the Raging Morgan, because I'd like a couple more around the free area, because that's generally where you start gaining ball control, so we'll take Raging Morgan. Right, so we all know I'm not taking any more 2s. We know what I think of the Dalaran Mage, so we're going to take another Starfire, just that removal at the end. Right, Naturalize is just not a good card. The Dark Iron Dwarf is amazing, it allows you to do a big trade, so if they put, for example, a Ascending Shield Master down and you have something like a Loot Horde, well, a Fairy Dragon down, you put this down, pump that up, you go straight through it quite easily. But I'm going to take the Silverhand Knight because I haven't got much in the 5 region, because mainly it allows you to summon a 2/2 Knight. So essentially it's 5 mana for a 6/6. Right. I've said that I wasn't going to take any more 2s, but we're going to take a Mark of the Wild, because it's +2/+2 and taunt, so it's always handy. Usually I'd take Adventure Code Mercenary, but we're looking okay in the 5s. We're looking okay for the end game stuff, so take a Mark of the Wild. Right, here... we're going to have to take a Savage Roar. I don't want another Starfire, because they do cost a lot of mana. I don't like the Frost Elemental. It's good for the end game, but I'm going to take a Savage Roar, just to see if we can brush the guy down. Alright, here... I'd like to take a Mark of Nature, but we're going to take a Druid of the Claw. This used to be a 1/2, it was an amazing 1/2, but as a 1/1 it just trades too... it's too easy to kill, so we're going to take a Druid of the Claw. Right. I love this card to pieces, but it is a silence, polymorph, more whatever you want to call, magnet essentially. But it could be good for a magnet. We'll take a big endgame magnet, just see if someone will go for it. Right, here we're going to take a Claw, mainly because it gives us +2 attack, +2 armor, which our hero power is +1 attack, +1 armor, so they synergize well together. So you can get free attack, destroy like a, I don't know, like a fairy dragon, Raging Worgen, something like that. Claws are always very handy. Now this is our last card. Here, I would take the Mind Control Tech, but we're actually going to take this card. Mainly because it does trade 2 for 1 and it has charge. So I'm going to go straight for that card there. So, now we've made the deck, there to get going. For those that don't know, this was, I believe, one of the Warcraft's like music in game, so yeah. I'll play it about 3 to 4 games. We'll call it a night, and I'll continue it off in the next episode, but I'll probably be uploading as many of these as well, probably one every couple of days. Just to fill in the time when I'm not doing the Nuzlocke, just to give myself a bit of a break. I also do play a lot of Final Fantasy XIV, so I'll put my description on what server and stuff I'm on below, so we can have a bit of fun with that. Right, we'll drop that, and then we'll do that. Just thought I'd turn the game sounds up for you for a little bit. Probably should do it earlier, but never mind. Right, so we've got nothing to play on turn 1, so we'll just end it there. Right, their hero power, deal 1 damage, kind of annoying. And we can also do this, say hello.
My greetings.
My magic will tear you apart.
Now because of that, we will crush this person. We're going to lay the 3/2 first. Because his hero power can't attack it. Next turn, I think we'll lay the 3/1, well the 1/3, just for that early card draw. Mainly because we've also got the 3/2. No, you can't tie us with that. So, currently we have ball control, we're going to hit her for a big amount, lay this down, just in case he lays any sort of damage card. Alright. Because they have a 1 mana card which basically deals 3 damage to 3 random things. So if there's nothing on the thing, it will hit me for 3 damage. But if he plays it now, it might hit my Acolyte of Pain, drawing me a few cards. Right, so for 4 mana, he's probably going to play Ascended Shieldmaster. Ooh. I don't like that card. Alright, because what I'm going to do, smack it for that, draw a card, nothing useful. Alright, so we'll play the Violet Teacher.
Pay attention, class.
We'll hit it for... yeah, we'll hit it for free. Because we have to go through it. He'll probably trade them, but then it means we can go through next turn. So he might have a polymorph in his hand, and he will polymorph this if he has one. If not, then he might be saving the polymorph. We'll find out. He does have a card advantage. We only have 5 in our hand, but we could have a total card of 8. He has a total card of 8 as well, but he does...
Pay attention, class.
Okay, so he also has 1. We do need to kill that quickly, so let's see what we draw. Right, what can we do to... what we can do... yeah. What we will do, we'll armour up, Hit it for one. Run our 3/5 into it.
Begins.
And also draw an extra card. I should have run the 1/3 into it first to see what we'd have got. Right, now we're going to lay our 4/2 with stealth to make sure our mana has been used correctly. And end our turn. Right, now if he has a blizzard or something, it will kill both of them, but that's a high removal card for only for 5 mana. So we'll find out what he's going to do. If he lays any sort of taunt or anything, we've got plenty of cards in our hands to get rid of it. We've also got the Starfire next turn if we need it. So what are you going to do, Mr. Elfanar? People really do have red names.
What to do?
You see, that's where mine is.
Do.
Oh, right. Now that could be a mirror entity, an armor block, or a vaporize. So we'll first test it with the armor block by ramming this straight into him. So that's an ice barrier, okay. Ice barrier we can deal with. What we're actually going to do here is we'll lay the Wind Fury Harpy. Because if he does two-shot it for there...
Instruction begins.
I'm trying to put as much pressure as I can on the board right now, because the Wind Fury Harpy, because the ability Wind Fury, allows you to attack twice.
Your magic shall not save you.
So yeah, that was a good play by him. Nice silence there. Right, now next turn we've got to be careful, because on turn 7... Oh, that would have been a lot of damage. On turn 7 they have a very nasty ability called... Flame Strike. It deals 4 damage to everything, so I can only really lay creatures that will be able to survive the blast. 5 mana for a 6/6 might be worth it, but we can make it 5 mana for a 7/7, which will be a better. There we go. So he might polymorph that. Polymorph is basically 4 mana, turns a creature into a 1/1 sheep, and then you can fire blast it. So yeah, there's the Flame Strike, which we knew was going to come. That's why we laid the 7/7. So here we're going to lay a Taunt Wall.
Where shall I strike?
So that's 8 damage in 1 turn. Next turn we have kill-ish. Yeah. Let's make 6, 10, 7. Yeah, next turn we have kill. Yeah, it gives all characters. So if he doesn't get rid of both these creatures this turn, we win.
I hope you like my invention.
So obviously he's looking for some sort of crowd control to see if he can stall me for a turn. Yeah, there we go. So he stalled us back for a turn. We're not going to be able to tap the 7/7. So what we will do is we'll be a bit... Let's not do that. Let's lay that. Give ourselves a taunt. We'll armor up, kill this creature. And... yeah, I think we'll end it there. We do have this in our hand if we want to use it, but I'd rather him waste the 2 mana on that card there. Which then limits him to 7. So 4, 8, 8, 9, 15 damage is what we have next turn. Right, 1, 2. I hate secrets. The problem is with secrets, I don't know what they are. So we're going to attack him with 4. Okay. So it might be a mirror entity.
For the wilds.
It's a mirror entity. I I wouldn't.
I must safeguard the land.
It's not a mirror entity, which means it might be a counter spell. Or an ice barrier. Or the other one. The thing is, mages have so many secrets that I don't know what they're going to draw out next.
Someday I'll be just like you.
So he might have another flame strike in his hand. If he does, he's the luckiest mage in the world. So, okay, so now he's got 2 secrets.
Do you need a blessing?
So, let's first test to see if it's a counterspell. Alright, so there's a counterspell.
I'll take that.
So, we'll do this. I kind of messed that up completely.
For the wild.
And guys, that's how you mess up turns. We do have 5 damage in our hands. If he kills that, how many more secrets is this guy gonna pump out? I'm actually curious here. So that might be a mirror entity again. It might be. I don't know what.
Ready for this?
Might be even a vaporize. Okay, let's find out. Is it a vaporize?
Nature's wrath.
Not vaporize. Right, we'll do 6 damage then. No, 5 damage. We'll then deal 1 damage and draw a card. There's a reason why. Armor up.
For the wild.
Right. So again, that's even more armor. Alright, so what does mage? So, might play that and draw 2 cards. And then play the Raging Worgen. Because we don't have kill next time, because I screwed it up completely. I did have kill. How many more? Right, so he might have a mirror entity there. So if it is a mirror entity, I want you to
For the
play that
king!
card. There we go.
For the king!
Reason being, because we can just Starfire straight away. That was a counterspell, okay.
For honor!
So we'll rush him down.
Nature's wrath.
Job done. My face right now is in complete bewilderment. How on earth has someone got so many secrets? Is that another mirror entity? If it is, you can have a Murloc. Right, now I'm going to win my 5-5 and draw 2 cards. Right, we also have a claw, so we're going to get rid of that card. For honor! For the wild!
I've never seen someone with so many secrets. I'm actually in bewilderment right now. This must be a guy that's playing with all secrets or something. Okay, so he froze my 5-5, so the... Right, we don't have kill this time. Okay, but what we do have is an annoying 8-8 or something. Actually, let's give him one minions +1/+1. And then hit him with 5-3.
play.
I'll smack him with our face just to say GG. Okay guys, so that was... I just don't know what that was. I've never played a game with a person that's gone with so many secrets. I'm like in complete bewilderment here. Right, let's go for game 2. Oh, no. Sorry, I'm just checking on my experts. Sorry about the delay there.
Malfurion versus Uther.
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
Right, so here I'm going to keep this card just mainly because it could come in handy. We'll get rid of the other 3 cards. And that should do us. Okay, I don't like this hand mainly because we don't have anything to play early game. If he has an early game deck, we might lose quite badly. So we're going to have to see how this goes. We can play that turn 2, but because we got the coin. So we've got nothing to play turn 1. So just so that people know, here we go. Right, that is a card that I am going to get rid of very quickly. Mainly because it gives him a lot of early game damage.
For the wild.
Go straight into that. Nothing lost on my end, just a card. He obviously was trying to make sure he had that, but we're going to play this on turn 3. So we have Ascension Shield Master, which will give us a bit of a taunt wall, or if he lays a little weak minion, we got the 2/5. So got that. So yeah, we're going to lay the Ascension Shield Master on this turn, so that he has to run his 4/2 into my 3/5.
Can't do that.
Tadingo!
I definitely need a better microphone, that's for certain.
For the crusade!
Right, so yeah, there's an amazing card as I was saying before. Interesting, he didn't trade. So what we're actually going to do is... he loses his free one. I'll run my face into it first. Yeah, I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but his free one doubles. So obviously he has got an in-game deck.
For the crusade!
Okay, he's got another one of them.
Not on my watch.
Divine Shield, very nice card. Right, so on this turn we're going to lay the charge. Or we can lay, yeah, we'll lay the charge mainly because
For the king!
it trades straight with that card. Because we don't want him to pick and choose what he trades his cards with. I like to keep the ball control, I like to have the advantage. Right, now what is his weapon? The weapon allows your hero to attack like my hero power does, but it sort of has uses on it. His also does whenever he attacks. Right. So right now we need a bit of a taunt wall because we need him to stop hitting our face. Or we can try and get board advantage with that. If we had 7 mana, it would be a better idea. So instead of going to play this, give it plus 1. If he runs his 4 into it, I'm happy with that trade. So yeah, he'll use a Wrath and he'll use the Divine Shield there. Oh, maybe not. I would have used the Divine Shield, I would have kept my sword for a little bit longer. Just in case I made something like an 8/8.
Reporting for duty.
I don't have any crowd control, so what we're going to have to do... Ooh, that might come in handy. We can either A, lay a lot of creatures and force him to start trading, or we can kill off a 3/2. why don't we lay this?
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
That would get rid. Actually, we'll keep that for now.
For the wild.
Right. So either next time we're going to take a lot of damage, or B, the reason I'm keeping hold of that Wrath is because if he wastes that Divine Shield, we can use that to kill it and get a card from it. So, and if he lays anything big, we've still got a Starfire in our hand.
I wonder.
Okay, I like the Stampeding Card though, it was an amazing card.
Reporting for duty.
Right, so yeah, he's trying to rush us down. And he's going to be able to do it at this rate. Don't have any taunts. Right, what's his biggest damage? Just got 1 3-3s. He's got a lot of damage on the field. If we Starfire that, gets rid of 3 of his damage. That would have been handy. We're going to have to Wrath his 3-2.
Well played. To battle.
There goes. Unless if he has a Hammer of Wrath in his hand, I'm dead. Or some sort of direct damage. We'll find out. Yeah, there we go.
Well played.
Yeah, that's what happens if you can't keep ball control. We couldn't lay any creatures, and he was just hitting our face. We tried to lay as much of a taunt wall as we could, but it didn't really work. So, 1 win, 1 loss, not too bad, but we'll keep going. We will never give up. So there we go, game 3.
Malfurion versus Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Right. So, it is a priest, so I like what we've got on our hand so far. I'm going to say turn 2 we've played that card, turn 3 we've got that. It's sort of a weird hand, or we could lay a 3-2 on turn 1 and that on turn 2 to make it a 4-2 at the end of the turn. So we'll see what happens. Okay, that's kind of annoying. That's a card for him. So turn 1, we'll lay our 3-2. And we'll end on that.
Job done.
Because that gives us a nice early creature. We need to lay creatures early on, keep the board on our hand. I'm kind of curious what card he got from my hand. It's always the curiosity. Ah! He got the 3-2 Panther. Right, so we just drew a Wrath. We're going to use the Wrath straight away to get rid of his card. So we're going to smack with 3 damage. 3-0 bow. There we go. But yeah, just so you guys know that there are little interesting things that they do with the little game. You can sit here and break off rocks. Now you see on turn 4 we can get rid of that, but we can't on turn 3. So what we're going to do, lay the Raging Worgen and hit him with Hero. The reason being is because if he trades we can Hero Bow to kill him. And still lay this. Break all the vines on this. Oh, coconut. Didn't realise that. Rah. We knew that was going to happen. But what's he going to do with the rest of his full mana? Is he going to heal himself? Because if he leaves that alive, I could actually run my 3-3 into it to give it Wind Fury and hit That's a nice card, but we do have a way of dealing with it, which is playing this
I
and
must safeguard
silence.
the light.
We now hit this, then smack him for 4.
Drink with me, friend.
You see, I was thinking that was a bit of a waste of a silence for me, but then, again, we do have the 5-2 that will trade straight out for it. So, what we got here? We could hero power and deal 1 damage to that, and still keep board control. Or we could ram the 2-4 into it,
Feel nature's wrath.
leaving that with 2. Play the Master
Bring me
Sorcerer.
steel.
Armor up. 8. Again, an additional 1
For the wild.
and hope that gives it to this. Was a hope. Right, so now he'll probably play his 4 mana 5/5 again, and we can start fire it straight away. Oh. Already do that. Alright. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to lay the only creature we can lay, which is the 5/2 with charge. Hit for 5, 6, 8. So next time we can hit him for 6, 7. That's a kill next turn. Okay. Could have healed himself there. Alright. Lay the 2-3. Armor up. Hit
For the wild.
Next turn we have 3, 4, 5, 6, plus 5, 11. So all we have to do is hit him for 3. Hopefully he doesn't heal himself.
We must
Yep.
cleanse the
So now
Sunwell.
we have a good game well played here. 5 damage straight to him. Oh, that's only 3 damage to a minion. Good thing is, next time we can kill him, so we'll hit him for 3 now. Armor up.
For the wild.
We've got Starfire in our hands, so should really read cards. There's 1 damage and draw a card, but so's our hero power, so. But we got Starfire next turn. Unless he can heal himself for a lot, we win.
Negate sorrow.
Yep. So what we'll do, give him his little bit of breathing hope. Hit the play button,
Well played.
and then Starfire him directly. There we go. 2 wins. Right, I think we'll call it there for now. We'll come back to this at a later date. Anyway, thank you for watching, and please stay tuned.